Yes, we're just getting the detail from inside court right now. What is happening? Is that because these boys are children, 12 years old when they carried out this horrific attack? 13 now things are happening slightly differently. They are being told their sentence by the judge right now, which is a detention at His Majesty's pleasure, which is essentially the juvenile version of a life sentence, but she has set the minimum term that they will serve, and that will be 8 years and 6 months. And I'm just getting some reaction from those boys in court. One of them was nodding, the other one was biting his lip and wiping his eyes, and the boy who was nodding had his hands around his face as the judge told them what is going to happen to them now. She began her sentencing by saying that Seesahai was a young man with his future ahead of him. She said that the boys were of different people with very different family backgrounds, and that Shawn had everything to live for, and what they did was both horrific and shocking. She told these children, "I am sure you intended to kill him. He did not deserve to be attacked, did not deserve to die. What you did has changed your lives forever." Now she's also said that the first defendant wishes that things had gone differently. The second defendant feels remorse for what happened and feels sorry for Shaw's family. Now what will happen in court, because things are working differently because of the boys' ages, as they will be taken out of the court, and then the judge will come back a little later this morning to deliver her sentencing remarks on camera. All the way through, a court has been as comfortable as it could possibly be for these children. They haven't sat in the dock, they've been sitting in the main court and listening to what the judges had to say with a family member next to them. And an intermediary to explain what is happening, and the judge and the bearers haven't worn wigs or gowns, and then they have been sitting for only 40-minute session so that the boys can try to keep their concentration. Now some more detail from course court. One of the boys has hugged his mom as he was taken away, and both have now left the court.
This case making history for all the wrong reasons, because these two 13-year-old boys are now the UK's youngest knife murderers.
And for that reason, the judge has decided that we are not allowed to name them. They were 12 years old when this attack, unprovoked and without motive, happened in Wolverhampton in November last year. Shawn Seesahai, the victim, was 19 years old. He was with a friend in a park in Wolverhampton when there was a confrontation at a bench at some playing fields, and it's been described as a confrontation in court, and apparently Shawn had done nothing to provoke it, according to the prosecution. Now Shaw and his friends, we heard in ran for their life, but Shawn tripped and fell and was set upon by these two 12-year-olds. The attack was horrific. It involved a machete, 42.5 cm long. It was plunged through his heart, a wound so deep that the machete nearly came through his whole body. He suffered a blow to the head, it chipped his skull, and he had slash wounds on the back of his legs. Now it was unprovoked attack. There was no motive found for that attack, and we know that the boys didn't get help. They simply went home. One of the boys was picked up by his gran. He'd concealed the machete. He took it out at home. He cleaned it with bleach, and he hid it under his bed. And we heard in the hours after Shaw's attack that the boys played video games and later searched for news articles on the attack, and also the boys' families were in court to hear their sentence today. But the family of Shawn Seesahai joined via video link from Anguilla in the Caribbean, that is where they are originally from, to hear the sentence, a minimum sentence of 8 years and 6 months for the boys, the children who killed their son. Thanks for watching this video.